Hello, Leo. This is Jeffrey. This is the shape of light, otherwise known as right color. And this is your reading for 2026. So, the overall message, shuffling as we speak, the overall message for all signs, I have to shuffle two decks, um, is reset. So, this is a year of reset. I'm going to reset my priorities. I'm going to reset how I spend my time. I'm going to reset who I hang around with. I'm going to reset my job, place of living, something. So it's a reset. It's almost like a rebirth. That's the way it feels, actually. Nice. All right. So the way I do it is first I throw one card for the overall energy for Leo for the year. Okay, let's do that. New ideas. New ideas, fresh perspective, seeing things from a different angle. But it's new. Like the wind brought in a new perception, a new idea, a new message. Okay, nice. This is also my Archangel Michael card. So you want to connect with Michael, because Michael's very clear. I open my heart, I open my mind to receive messages from Michael. What would be for my highest good, my highest healing? What actions can I take toward my highest good and highest healing? There's another prayer that I say in the morning. Um, I'm talking to my light, right? Help me hear, see, feel, listen, trust, and act on behalf of my life. And fill it in with whatever. See, hear, feel, trust, act. All right. I could keep shuffling forever, so let's just get to it. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, whoops, December. Okie doke. Put everything right side up and then show you the cards. And then show you the cards. Okay, Leo. Away we go. Yeah, good. Everything fits. Perfect. This is January. That's December. All right. So January, um, you're feeling a little, you're kind of looking at things in slow motion and you're realizing things that kept you sort of limited and sort of how do I get out of here? You're really looking at that. You're looking at like, how do I get out of this situation? Grief. How do I let go of the grief? How do I let go of the disappointment? That's January. February, it's like it becomes clearer, bigger by expressing my creativity, by paying attention to what is growing, by paying attention to what's fertile, by paying attention to what's working. So, we could always look at our lives, right? Oh, I really hate my job, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, what's working is you get a steady salary. What's working is maybe you like the people you work with. What's working is maybe you're learning something on the job, right? It's the same situation. Maybe in the morning it's like, oh my God, this is like torture. And in the afternoon, it's like, well, I do have a place to go and it does give me money and I have friends there. And so I feel like that's where the transition happens in one's attitude, in one's mm, allowing it to flow, allowing it to flow. Okay, that's January and February. March, yeah, I'm going to drop the burden of what has been bothering me, of the pain, of the grief. Because if I don't, like things are, it's almost like you have a realization of the tower coming. Like maybe you're working at a place You're like, I don't think this place is on the best financial ground, and I'm done with it. And then it takes care of itself. But I feel like you had a pre-warning. It takes care of itself, like it goes out of business, or someone opens across the street, or some new manager comes in who's a monster. I've been there. And it's like, oh, the whole attitude of this place shifted. I don't know what happened, but it's no longer stable. Okay, that's March. April, it's like I'm trying to find the creative idea that'll work for me here. And I'm waiting for the thing that my heart says I should do, right? Because this is all about, it's cups, it's all about the heart. April. May, I'm looking deep within, and I'm allowing my light to lead me toward, you know, making sense of the ideas. This is also the five. Five is change, so it could be a change in passion. It's like I used to, spend all my time doing this and that. I find I'm growing in and out of things a lot lately. Like I used to really enjoy cooking, and I might again, but lately it's like it's kind of a pain. I just want to prepare a food and eat it. I don't want to be all involved in that. I'd rather put my creativity into other things right now. And it's like it's shifting, and I'm allowing it to shift because I'm going to fight it. Uh, it's just what I'm going through right now. And then maybe in 6 months or 3 months or whatever, or a year or 6 years, I'll say, I really want to start cooking again. All right, May, June. Finally, we have a new idea. We have a new idea, and you're ready to like go with it. You have a certain amount of enthusiasm with creativity. You know where the support is. You know where the balance is. You know how to get funding if you need to get funding. Okay, July. I've cried my tears. Um, I've let go of the past. I have a very clear vision and focus of the future, and I'm going to allow myself to be patient with this change. This is July. So until it becomes clear, until it becomes clear. Nice. August. I mean, if this isn't an August card, I don't know what is. And, so the sun is really, it's the best card in the deck. And it's my second sun, which is really wonderful. Because I have two Five of Wands, which, interesting. I have two Five of Wands and I have two Five of Cups, and five is all about change. So there's a change in my passion, my creativity, and a change in my heart, both, right? And then we get to August, and it's like, now it's become really clear. I have this opportunity for joy, for freedom, for abundance, and I'm really clear about what that is. And I'm filled with joy of it over it. That's August. And toward rebalance, toward fairness, toward clear thinking. There's a lot of clarity here. So the beginning of the year is really like it feels like things are really like disintegrating, and you're changing both in the way you see things and the way you feel about things, and what was meant to fall apart will fall apart, believe me. The tower there, and that's when the healing begins. Yeah. September, you're going to call upon yourself to stabilize this new energy, to delegate what needs to be delegated, to get what you want. I mean, it's the emperor. The emperor gets what he wants. He's the emperor, not a king. He's an emperor, right? And it's also this energy of Mars, this energy of desire. Well, why do you want to do that? Because I'm the king and that's what I desire, like that. right? Because I'm in charge of my life and this is what I want. Oh, well, that's not what everyone else wants. It's like, I don't really care what everyone else wants because I'm the emperor. September. Yeah, I have a new vision. I have new hope. I'm receiving messages from heaven. I have a new focus. I'm allowing my intuition to come in. I'm receiving messages from heaven. I'm receiving intuition and I'm grounding it in because I'm building something new here now. That's September. October, indeed you are. Because this is really about a completion of a cycle and a new cycle coming in and, you know, really being in the center of your life, really being in your own creative center and coming from that place instead of being influenced by all the things around you. So it's like this, there's like an interior drive and concept and movement over. Yeah, towards something new, toward a fresh new idea, new perspective, um, a new light. November, and I'm really listening to myself. I'm really listening to myself. I'm listening with my heart instead of my head. I'm allowing my heart to take me toward where I want to go. And I have a lot of compassion toward myself and toward my situation and toward where I've been and where I'm going. November. And it all begins and ends with self-care. And by December, I realized that all the heartache that I've gone through, that I had to experience, there's out of that came a certain creativity. Out of that came a, sometimes, our heart is really broken because like we can't do what we used to do, or, a job that we really loved at one time, you know, isn't there, or a relationship. And then, you sit back and look at it and you go, it was a blessing. It was a blessing. I mean, while I was going through it, it was ugly, but at the end of the day, it was a blessing. That's the revelation. Yeah. And then the King of Cups shows up again. And I have to, you know, I have to be the King of Cups to myself. And the King of Cups is like the great diplomat. He's the one who listens with compassion. He's been through hard times and he has an open heart. And so he listens to his own voice. He listens to his heart. And it's through that that he gets to heal. So it feels like a journey of overall for the year of self-healing, like a certain situation, it feels emotional. Didn't, you know, maybe all of a sudden you realize that somebody you're really friendly with is actually just using you or is very, mm, saddens you, right? And it's like, I gotta get out of this. I've got to get out of this because it's affecting me and it's not even my life. And I have to go into my own light to really allow it to reveal itself to me. It's a very, feels very interior. All right, let me show you everything all together. And I want to concentrate on the things that I have two of. So I have two. That's two fives. I have two, right? Like we talked about before. And then I have two suns. And the sun, by the way, is the best card in the deck. And then I have two King of Cups. So this disappointment, emotional disappointment, that's going to lead to new creative endeavors becomes very clear. And I'm being led by how I feel, by my heart, by my sense of diplomacy, by my sense of compassion, by my sense of love. But it's a journey. Definitely a journey. All right. So if you'd like a private reading, one like this, or, just other questions, I'm available. I have books available for purchase. I have meditations available, um, healing. So hit me up. All the information is below. Have a lovely 2026. I have this tendency to put the cards away and not look at the camera before I'm done with the video. So I'm trying to stop that. I caught myself midway today. All right. Blessings. Have a lovely 2026. See you soon. Bye.